Hey everybody, I hope everyone's having a wonderful day. We haven't been able to do a whole lot of logging lately because of the rain, but I've got something a little different for y'all today. I'm going to just kind of show you kind of how we do our normal daily routine, getting the mules in the barn, feeding them, whatnot, and these colts, how I've been kind of handling them, getting them ready, because this summer we're going to start breaking them to work. That's June, and over here is May. And I just want to kind of show y'all what we do every day. Just ground handle them. Ground manners is what I call it. Handle them around the barn manners. Just kind of want to show you kind of what we do. Kate, Alice. Get in there. Kate, get in there now. All right. Oh. Come here, Al. Now, when it's nighttime, she'll do this in the daytime when she knows it's not feeding time. She thinks we're gonna go to work. So she'll back out, and most of the time I have to get her back up here. When it's feeding time, they'll both stand here like two little church mice. But I want to show y'all this. Come a little closer, Marcy, where they can see. I use a rope. It ain't got to be nothing fancy, y'all. Any kind of rope will do. Come up here to them and just lay it over her neck and hold it. That'll keep them from getting away from you. Come right here where they can see. Come up closer a little. We do this every day, so she knows what the routine is. I put my hand on her face and see how she backs up, because she knows I got to get over here to her halter. Now, one thing that I've done with her, I spent a lot of extra time with her, y'all, and I taught her how to put her head down. Down, down, down. I'm gonna let her get her head back up so y'all know it ain't me doing it. She should stand here pretty good. Down, down. Hey, she make a fool out of me. Hey, down. Come here, down. 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 See how she puts her head down? And y'all being there with Marcy with the camera might mess her up a little. But she knows, I've taught her how to put her head down. You know, just by putting a little, see how she'll put her head down for me? I did that with this rope. Putting this rope on her head. And when I first started, she was real hard to do. So what I would do is, I would put my rope around her neck like this, route it through this ring, and back up through here and use it as a draw rope. And I would tell her down, of course, and I would put pressure on her until she ducked her head. And then whenever she ducked her head, I give her some slack. So that's how she learned it. But see, I can just, down. See how easy she is? She's real soft. This is Alice. All right, once I get my big girls in, then I'll get my little girls in. They'll be next. Get in there, mate. Come on, go get in there. Get in there. Ooh. Come on around here. Now, they all know whose stall is whose. This is May's stall, June, Kate, and Alice. They all know. They're all pretty good about going in the stalls. Now these here are my colts, the young ones. They're coming twos. Now June's bad about, while I tie May, she'll come out and go over there and look around a minute, and I can call her and she'll come right back. She goes right back in the stall, but she's she does it every time. She'll come out, go right over there, and then come right back. So with y'all standing there and Marcy being there with the camera, hopefully it'll keep her where she needs to be. But I just want to let y'all know, let you know that she does do that. And I need to come up with an idea, maybe of something to put up there behind her to keep her from doing that. Stand up now. Get back in there. And like with May doing what she just done, y'all, these are coming 2-year-old colts. They just don't have a lot of patience. And that's one reason why I like to tie them. Whoa. What are you doing, Jim? Whoa. Come here. Right now. Come on, June. Marcy, you're going to have to move. Let her come back in. Get in here, June. Come on. Come on. Let me step out a little or she'll come on back in. Come on. Back in there. See, so she's not dumb, y'all. She knows where to go. Now, with her, she's been a challenge. She's been a challenge ever since I got her. And I've had her since she was 6 months old. This mule's never been abused. There are people out there that'll say, oh, she's been abused, she's had a bad life, and this and that. No, she's not. I bought her as a weanling. I've had her since she was 6 months old. Actually, she's about 5 months old when I bought her from my brother. Her mama was a little bit crazy. We didn't know it until after we had bred her. But her mama was a little bit crazy, and it carried over into her. She's a little bit hard to handle. She's a little bit nervous. She's just one of them type of mules that you're gonna have to be careful around. I've got her to where she does fair now, and I want to see her through till she's broke to work, and we'll progress as we go. But I'll show you kind of what I do. She's really smart, and once she knows what you're doing, she's really soft. You have to be careful around her. For sure. All right. See how she humps up? And we do this every day. We do this every single day, but yet she's still a little bit nervous around me. And I do this every single day. And I'm the one that feeds her, and I'm the one that takes care of her, but she's still, you know, she gets that from her mama. You know, she can't help it. These two girls are half sisters. You can see the difference in May versus June. You know, June's a little bit more tense. She's got no reason to be. That's the way she's bred. Her mama was a Belgian mare. Her mama was a Persian mare. Her mama was the best mare I ever threw the harness over, no doubt about it. Her mama was a good work mare. Later on in her life, she was about 15 years old whenever we bred her to a jack. But we also found out later from an Amish man that had her back when she was young, that she was pretty doggone hard to handle when she was a younger horse. But you see how she's calmed down here, y'all? Come a little closer where they can see, Marcy. See how she's cocked her leg right there? Look at that left back leg. See how that leg's cocked? She's settled down a little bit. And we do this every single day. You know, I've worked with her a lot. And it's not that she's been abused. It's not that she's come from a bad situation. She's not a rescue. Y'all, some of them are just bred that way. They're nervous. They're scared of people. Some of them are, and she's one of them. But I'm going to show y'all kind of our spiel that we do every day. kind of what I do with them. Every night when I get ready to feed, I run them up here to the barn, just like I did. I put the big girls in first. I tie them, then I run the little girls in and I tie them. At night, it's a little easier because they know they're getting fed. In the daytime, they think I'm gonna put them to work, so they tend to want to back out of the barn and make it a little harder on me. But I wanted to do this in the daylight where y'all could see and have a good example. So the next thing I do after I get them all tied, I come back over here to Alice. And I let her know that I'm here. Come a little closer where they can see, Marcy. I just let her know I'm here good. Of course, she's done this 100 times. She knows what's up. And y'all, when you do mules like routine, they learn routine really good. They pick up on it. They like it. So one thing I do with them, I've got my hoof pick. See how she lifts her leg? I didn't even ask for it. I just started down her leg right there. See how she lift it? All right, I'm gonna do it one more time so y'all can see. See how she lifts her foot? All right, now let it back down. Then I rub her on the back. I come right here to her hip. See how she lifts that back foot for me? Because she knows that's what I'm gonna ask for. And I just let her have it back. Now I come over here to Kate. Again, let them know you coming. You know, make friends with them first. Their mama will pick at their withers when they're colts. They'll rub them right here on their withers. They like that. It's comforting to them. So when you walk up to a horse or mule, don't rub them in the face and don't pat them like this. Walk up here to their withers and just rub them on the withers, because that's what other horses will do and other mules will do. I know y'all seen two mules with their heads, you know, past each other, nibbling on each other's necks. That's how they make friends with each other. This is how we make friends. Now what I do, same thing. Let her shift her weight. See how she picks it up? She's got to shift her weight first. She does it on her own. The idea of it is for them to hold their foot up, not for me to do it. See, she's got most of her body weight on her other side over there. Now I give it back. You gotta let them shift that body weight, and some of them take longer than others. See her pick her foot up? She knew what I was gonna ask for. When you put their foot down, y'all, don't just slam their foot down. You know, she was nice and gentle giving it to me. Be nice and gentle giving it back. You know, be courteous. All right, girl, stand up. Get over, little. Jim, get over, little. Get over. That's something else I've been teaching them, is to get over. You see how I made her get over by my voice? I'm going to show y'all how I've done that. Because I've been working with these colts more than I have with them. They already know it. But I've been teaching these colts to get over. I call their name, tell them to get over. And they've learning that. I'm going to show you how I've done it. See how she humps up? You got to be careful with a mule like that, or a horse. Come a little closer, Marcy, where they can see. When one humps up like that, y'all, you better not do a whole lot, because you'll wind up getting kicked or pawed or something in the middle. Again, go right here to these withers. She's a big mule now. You know, last time y'all seen these colts, they weren't quite this big. These mules are over 16 hands now. They'll finish out. They're going to be a little bigger than Kate and Alice. They're going to finish out probably, they'll be about 17 hands time they're grown. I don't think they'll get much over 17, but they're going to be big. They're going to be heavy. Okay, but now once I've let her know what I'm here, I've got a little different routine with these colts. I've got my brush that I use, and come just a little closer, Marcy, stay in the middle. I've got a brush that I use on these colts. It's a soft bristle brush. It's not stiff, it's just soft. The idea of it is I want them to get used to being brushed. This is what I do. I let her sit. Once she sees it, then I just brush her like this. This mule was real bad head shy. Real bad. She would sling her head all over there and sling her head back toward me. She hit me in the side of my head with her head a couple times when she was younger. You know, we've got that kind of mitigated. And I want her to get used to being brushed, so I brush her right here on her head. See how she's running away from me? And I just keep brushing. I don't let her bother me. She's gonna relax in just a second, and when she does, I'm gonna quit. All right, that's good enough. Now, I'm gonna go over to her other side, and I'm gonna let her come over this way. All right, get over there. Get over there. Marcy, move back toward the water trough a little, and I'll show them. Maybe you might can zoom in right here. I don't know how well you can see because of the light. All I got to use is my hand with her. I just put my hand up here. Get over a little. Get over a little. That's good enough. I've taught her how to get away from my hand pressure. Now I'm going to brush her like I would as if I was harnessing her. That just gets her used to being brushed, and it gets her used to being fooled with. See how she's just kind of taking it? That's all I want. I ain't asking for a whole lot. Not out of her. Not asking for a whole lot. The way you get them to move on your command, and with her, I had to be real easy. You can take your stick about 2 foot long or so. You want to get away from that back end for sure. And you just come up here and you tell her get over. And then you use that stick and you tap them on the side, right on their rib cage or in their flank. Tell them to get over, and you tap them with that stick. And you keep saying get over, and you do it in a cadence. Get over, and you keep tapping. And every tap you tap a little harder until they move. As soon as they move, you quit saying get over and you quit tapping. Remember, they don't learn from pressure, but they learn from the release of pressure. You stick, and your voice is the pressure when they move away from it, and you quit saying get over, and you quit tapping on them. That's the release. Then they learn the release of pressure. Okay? Marcy, swing back over that way, and then I'm going to let her come back over this way. All right. See how she just gets away from me? The reason why is because we've done that pressure thing. Come a little closer where they can see. I want y'all to be able to get a good view of what's going on. In the beginning, you use a stick and you use your voice. Then you can progress to just using your hands. You can just, you can see, but see how she humps up? You got to be careful with a mule like that now. Now, she don't do that, but she's just a little bit nervous. You got to be careful so I don't get too close back there, because she can cow kick me standing right here. I promise you she can, because she's done it. But you can just use your hand. You can graduate from the stick to your hand and just tap her in the side real lightly and tell her to get over. And that makes her get over. And I do that with these colts left and right to get them to move in their stall. And then whenever we start harnessing in the summer, here in a couple more months, when we start harnessing, I won't have to teach them that. That's something they'll already know. All right, now we're going to do her feet. And this mule, y'all, she used to be a really, really good kicker. She still is. She's learned me, and she tolerates me. I ain't going to say she likes me, but she tolerates me for sure. And I try to be easy with her and let her take her time. Again, y'all, make friends with them. Rub their withers, let them know you're here. Make friends with them, and then give them a chance to do what you want them to do. When I reach my hand down there, she's pretty quick because she's responsive. Some mules are slower than other mules. They're lazier, but give them a few seconds to, let them take their time and get their foot up. All right, so here we go. See how she's picking that foot up? See how she's holding it? I'm not even having to do anything. That's what we want. Now, I made a video some months back. Easy. Now, I'm just going to let her have her foot back. She can do with it what she wants to. Because we're still working on these colts. She's a work in progress for sure. And we ain't nowhere near where we need to be, but she's getting a lot better. A lot better than she was. And that's what I was going to tell y'all. I had a video here, I don't know, it was back last year of me trimming their feet for the first time. And I still had to use a rope on her to get her feet up. That's how I taught her to handle her feet, was with a rope. And I'll put that video link in the description below so y'all can go back and watch it if you want to, and y'all can see how I done it with the rope. But if you repeat this every day, you know, she knows it's coming. She knows what's up. And see, she's got her leg caught right there, so that means she's relaxed. Her back is not arched, she's not tensed up. That's good. That's what we want. All right, girl. I just do like I did before. Come right here. Now see how she's picking it up? I'm gonna give her just a minute and let her do her thing. She's not perfect, y'all, but I can at least get back here and pick her foot up with my hand without having to have a rope. That's a big deal for this mule. Because, you know, last year, even 6 months ago, I wouldn't have picked her feet up. Not like I'm doing right now. I would have used a rope on her. And then I'll come back up here. I'll start back right here. Because I do her feet twice. Got to give her a minute. See how it took her a second? And then I just repeat the process. Even though there's nothing there, I still repeat it. Now I'm going to let her have it back. Come back to her back foot. She knows what's up. Let her settle down. And I give it right back to her. I don't insist on holding it. I don't want to make it no harder on her than I have to. And I know y'all, some of y'all are going to say, why are you only doing the left side? Are they crazy on the right side? No. The left side is the easiest for me to get to because this is the side I come up on the feed. I don't clean all their feet out every day, y'all. I just don't. So I come up on their left side, I do their feet, and I move on. It's repetition of getting into where they'll handle their feet good and know my commands of how I want them to pick their feet up. That's what I'm trying to accomplish. Their feet are good. I don't have to clean their feet out every day. Now, once she learns how to handle her feet on the left side real good, I'll start moving her over. You know, she's still got to learn that too, about moving over, getting more comfortable around me. Y'all, break it down in baby steps. These are like kids. Break it down in baby steps where they're not having to learn so much all at one time. You know, I want her to learn how to handle her feet on the left side first, how to get over in the stall, how not to be scared of me. Once we get that part down, then I will start doing the left side. I'll come in, make her get over, do her left side, make her get back over the other direction, do her right side, and it'll go a lot quicker. You know, I'm on a limited time frame every day. I don't have time to, you know, I don't have unlimited time to just spend here fooling with their feet. However, I can do one side pretty quick. So that works out pretty good. All right, now we'll do May. Again, come a little closer, Marcy, where they can see. And it might be a little dark in here to where y'all, it might be hard for y'all to make it out. But hopefully I can show you as best I can. I'm going to use my brush first. Now, she's not nervous at all. She's a really good mule. She's just like her mama. And her mama was a good mare. She's as gentle as she can be. Come here, girl. I let her see it first. You might even let them smell of it. Their senses are the same as ours. You know, seeing, smelling, touch. And she's trying to figure out what's going on over there instead of what I'm doing. So I'm going to sit here and kind of hold her head a little. You can see she don't really mind this too much. She don't care about her head being fooled with and all that mess. All right, so now I'm going to go and step her over this way. So Marcy, step over to the other side. All right, get over. See, she's not near as sensitive. Come a little closer. That's something I want to tell y'all about the difference in mules. Some mules are not nervous and they're not as sensitive. You're going to have to try harder to get them to do what you want them to do, as far as getting them to move over, stuff like that. Most of the time, they're going to be a little bit slower. A mule like June here, she's more sensitive. She's going to do what you say right now. Sometimes it's a little too fast, but that's okay. As I start breaking her to work, I'll slow her down. I'll learn her how to have patience. And we'll do that through working. It ain't no magic, y'all. It's work. Sweaty collars and sweaty saddle blankets is what makes good mules and good horses. All right, now that I've got that done, swap backside, Marcy. See, now I'm gonna get her to move back over. Move over, May. Get over. Get over. See, she's not as sensitive. I have to pop her a little bit with my hand. I don't have to use a stick anymore, but I still have to pop her with my hand. Now, the more I do this, the more times that she's exposed to this and I spend more time with her, she'll get to where I just walk up here and say, get over, and she'll stand over. She'll just know what to do. All right. Now, again, let her know you're coming. See, I run my hand down her legs like this right here. Let her shift her weight. Now, sometimes she won't pick her foot up, and that's what I wanted to show y'all. Marcy, zoom in a little bit where they can see. Okay, what I do when they don't pick their foot up, when I get down right here, and I say, give it to me, give it to me. See, she's trying, which is good. I'll take that, but I'm still going to tell y'all what I do. All right, so my first cue is I run my hand down her leg, and I tap on them like that, and then I say, give it to me, give it to me. When she don't, take your hoof pick. That's all you gotta do is bump her on right up here at the top of her foot at the cornet band. Now have some sense, y'all. Come on. You know, don't do it with something sharp that's gonna cut her cornet band or nothing like that. I'm not telling y'all to be cruel to your mules or your horses. I'm telling you how to get one to pick their foot up on their own without you having to draw it up with a rope. All right, I'm gonna give it back. Now, I'm gonna do it one more time. While I'm right here. All right, I'm gonna run my hand down her leg. Give it to me. Give it to me. She's wanting to, she's trying. Give it to me, May. And see, using this hoof pick, it causes just enough discomfort to make her go and pick her foot up. I didn't pick her foot up, she did. And that's the idea behind this, is to get her to pick her own foot up. All right, now we'll move to the back one. Again, y'all, take your time, let them shift their weight. They gotta shift their weight. All right, now see her pick it up. Give it to me. May. All right. Now I'm gonna let it back down. I'm gonna just step right here and rub her on the back. That kind of resets everything. Once I let her reset, and I'm gonna do it again. Come right here. All right. Let her shift her weight. See how she picked it up, nice and smooth? I didn't do it, she did it. Now one thing I gotta tell you about using this hoof pick on their cornet band. With June over there, you can't do that. You tap her cornet band and she's liable to jump straight up in the air. So there's gonna be some mules and horses that you just can't do that on. June's one of them. Every one of the rest of them, I can. But I can't on her, okay? What I had to do on her, I had to use a rope. And she learned it, it just took a little while. Okay, so, I just wanted to show y'all what I go through every day to get these mules where they got barn manners. And show you what I do. Like I say, these colts are coming too. They'll be two. She'll be two May the 5th. She'll be two May the 31st. I'm planning on it, good Lord willing, something bad don't happen. I'm gonna plan on starting them in the late summer. And when I start them, we'll just kind of start doing light work. I'll hook them to a forecart with a skidder tire, and they'll get some tire therapy for a while until I get them settled in good. And just let them do some light work, and then I'll split them up and put them with Kate and Alice. I'll put one of them with Alice, one of them with Kate. I'll work them as teams for a little while, and we'll do that. And then on over in the fall, I'll start taking them to the woods and pulling tie logs with them. Not no big logs, but just little small tie logs, just something to give them enough load. You know, they're still young. Their joints are closing up. You know, they'll be 3-4 years old before they really get to where they can do any real sure enough heavy work. But there's no reason not to start them now. And y'all, it's better to start a younger mule then let them get some age on them, because when they're young, their minds are like sponges. They're like little children. Their minds are like sponges, and they will soak up everything you teach them. And also, they're a little easier to manhandle. And she's going to be a handful for a little while. She's going to try to run off. She's probably going to try to lay down. She's going to fight, and she's going to do everything she can to keep me from working her. But that's okay. I've dealt with that before, and we'll deal with it again. And that's one reason I like splitting them up and putting them with an older mule, because that older mule that knows what they're doing will help these younger ones to stay calm and take it easy, and they'll learn how to work, and they'll do a good job. I know they will. I got high hopes for this pair of mules. I know they'll do good. So anyway, thank y'all for hanging out with us. I hope everyone's had a wonderful day, wonderful weekend. If y'all bear with me, this weather has been killing me. If y'all bear with me, I'll have some more videos of the logging coming up soon. We've been getting some logs out. It's been the same old thing, just routine, you know, using the skid steer, getting the logs out to the road, using the skid steer to load on the wagon, and then bringing the wagon out to the main highway for the truck. So, you know, I try to show y'all different stuff as we go, but it's been kind of, well, it's been raining, and that's been hard to get any video on and any work done anyway. It's hard to get in the woods. We've only got to work maybe 2 or 3 days a week just because of rain. But on top of that, I like to show y'all different things too. I don't want to just, you know, take up all your time showing you the same old thing all the time. So y'all bear with me, and I'll have some more videos for you soon. Y'all take care and have a good one.